Hello everyone, I'm Sue Lembeck and it's time for chair yoga. All you'll need is a nice sturdy chair to sit in and we can get started. Yoga is all about stretching and strengthening the body while we breathe deeply. So we're harmonizing and balancing our movement and our breath together, yoking it together. So let's begin sitting tall in your chair. Arms by your sides, palms up. Inhale, raising the arms up a bit, and exhale, turn the palms and release down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Once more, inhale up, and exhale down. Take a moment to feel those 3 breaths. It's a way of anchoring ourselves in this present moment. Let's warm up the body a bit. Let's start with our fingers. Open and close your fingers, stretching those fingers wide. Good. And now, tuck your thumbs in and bring your fingertips around your thumb into a soft fist. And then circle those wrists. Really feeling that stretch through the wrist. But be careful with yourself if you have arthritis. Of course, move to your comfort level. Circle the other way. Never strain or feel pain. Always back away from that. Your body's telling you that something's not right. Shake out those hands. Good. A few shoulder circles. Opening up the shoulders. And now circle the other way. Good. Tip the head side to side. Ear toward the shoulder. And when you do this, relax those shoulders down. No hunching through the shoulders. Good. And rest. We're going to take that stretch again, but we're going to add to it. So tip your head to one side, ear to shoulder. And when it's over that way, relax those shoulders down. Gently add a little nod, yes, right here. So chin comes up and chin comes down. So you're in kind of this funny sideways position, and you're adding a little nod. Now, if this makes you dizzy at all, of course, come on up. Don't strain. And then gently rest in the center. Make sure your eyes are clear and you're not dizzy. If you have any dizziness, then do some quick little marches in place. Great. Let's go to the other side. Tip ear to shoulder this way. Relax the shoulders down. Once you're comfortable in this side bend of the head, add a little nod, yes. So the chin comes down, the chin comes up. It's a small movement, but it adds an extra little stretch for the neck. And then gently release, come back to center with the head and eyes. Make sure you're clear. And again, if you're dizzy, do some quick little marches in place. Good. Open up your feet and gently tip your body side to side, opening up the back and the sides of the body. Good. Now come over to one side. You can even put your forearm on the leg and add the arm so it's a little deeper stretch. Breathe and stretch. And then gently release. Good. Go back to the side, bending. Rocking side to side. And then the next time you're over to the other side, put that forearm or elbow on that leg and add the arm if you'd like. Just a little deeper as we hold this open stretch here on the side. And gently release. Again, a few shoulder rolls, turning or tilting the head to relax. Great. Bringing those feet back in front. Holding on to the seat of the chair, sitting tall, do a few marches in place, waking up those hip joints a bit. And rest. And now stretching one leg and then the other leg up, opening up the back of the knees. Good. And rest. And now something for the feet. So tap the toes, working the ankles as you tap the toes. And now add the toes out and in, out and in. And you'll notice the hip joints and the knee joints get involved a bit here too. Sitting tall, keep the tapping, the toes in and out, in and out. Good. And rest. Nice. Take a moment to feel the circulation in your body. Notice how we've increased the warmth and the circulation in the major joints and muscles of the body. You might even feel your heart working a little harder and you're breathing a little heavier. That also is a great indication of circulation. So let's now go into some beautiful yoga postures where we use the whole body at once. So open up the feet nice and wide. Plant those feet into the earth. Sit tall through the spine. Crown of the head reaches skyward. Arms by your sides. We'll take 3 deep breaths again, but this time bring your arms up to the T position, a little higher if you can. Inhale, arms wide to the side, and exhale, turn the palms and lower. Inhale, and exhale, let it go. Once more, inhale up, and exhale down, and rest. You might have been able to feel a little deeper breath now that we've warmed up the body a bit. Let's do this breath exercise. I call these sun arms. Once more, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Here we go. Inhale, arms way up high on the inhale, and exhale, turn the palms and lower down. Go as high as you feel comfortable with those arms. Inhale up, and exhale. Float the arms down. Inhale, sunrise. And exhale, sunset. Good. And rest. Lovely. Let's go into the mountain pose, where we raise our arms up overhead with the sun arms like we just did, but then we hold our arms skyward to create the tip of the mountain. Plant those feet, so do a few stamps right here so you feel your feet really rooted to the floor and the earth below. Make sure your sit bones are stable on the chair, sitting tall through the spine, shoulders down, arms, palms up. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead as best you can. Relax the shoulders and hold it here. Feel those abdominal muscles working, as well as the shoulder joints, and of course those legs, planting and pushing the feet into the earth and reaching the fingers skyward. Mountain pose. Breathe and hold. If at any time you don't feel that you can keep the arms up, you can bring the arms down, no problem. But feel nice and steady and strong and stable like the mountain. On your next exhale, turn the palms, lower your arms wide to the side and back down. Good. As a nice counter stretch, bring those legs in and give yourself a nice hug. Open your arms wide and hug the other way. Put the other arm on top. Good. And rest. Nice. We're going to go into the next pose, triangle pose. So come toward the front of your chair and stretch out one leg to the side and have the heel really connected to the floor. The other leg Let's bring the knee out a bit to the side. So you're making a little V, but one leg has the straighter knee. Good. This is the position, sitting tall. And notice how your sit bones might be a little uneven on the chair. That means that your core, your abdominals, have to work a little harder to keep you upright. Good. Let's come on back in and let's practice the lower half of this posture. This time we're going to open the knees first. So you make the little V, and then stretch out the other leg. And when you do that, make sure that heel is really anchored into the floor. Again, feel how the sit bones might be a little uneven here, but you're using your core strength to keep you upright. Good. So here's our leg position. Great. And now let's come to the first side once more. Wide knees, stretch out one leg. Great. We're going into a side bend next. So over to the bent knee side. So from a nice tall spine, tip over to the side and bring your forearm to that bent knee side. The other leg, the straight leg, really points outward, and that arm comes up and over. So you make this beautiful diagonal from that heel pressing into the floor to those fingertips, reaching. Breathe and hold. Feel that openness through that straight leg side, even into the hip and to the side of the ribs. And to release, we're going to come up and we're going to create a beautiful wide stretch with both arms wide. And then come on in, bringing the legs and the arms back in. Great. Let's go to the other side. Sitting toward the front of your chair, wide stance with the legs, and then stretch out the other leg, nice and straight. Have it really pointing toward, or the toes pointing toward the sky here. Sitting tall, abdominals are working right here as you're dealing with a little unevenness through those hips and sit bones. The bent knee side is the side that you're going to bend to, so stay nice and tall through the spine, go directly to the side and have the forearm touch that bent knee side. And then here comes a big stretch on the straight leg side, up and over with that arm, reach. So the fingertips are reaching away from where that heel is planted into the earth through that straight leg. Breathe and hold. Really feel strong. You might even feel those abdominals need to pull in and up just to stay balanced and feel that big stretch. And on your next exhale, we're going to come up and both arms will now stretch wide to the side. And then gently release, bending the elbows, bending the knees in, and rest. Beautiful. We're going to do our triangle pose once more, but this time we're going to add the bottom arm in our side stretch. It's going to mean that our core has to work even stronger. So let's start with wide knees again. Coming to the first side, plant that heel. Now, if we get into this posture and you're feeling it's too much, back off. You know there are many levels to this, and we just did one version. So you can always do that version a second time. Here we go. Bend to the side with a bent knee. Other arm comes up and over. Feel that beautiful stretch through that whole side of the body, from the heel pressed into the floor to the fingertips reaching away. Now engage the belly even more. So pull the belly in, engage those abdominals, and take the bottom hand, and on the inside of that thigh, have the fingertips point down to the earth. Here we're using more strength through the core, developing abdominal strength, breathing deeply. And on your inhale, come on back up, wide with the arms, stretching out to the sides, even spread those fingers this time. And then pull it all back in. And rest. Once more to the other side. Wide knees. And straighten out the other leg. Press the heel into the earth, being very stable through that foot, through your sit bones. And now, side bend directly to the side of the bent knee. From here, add the arm up and over, side bend. Breathe and hold right here as you get stable. And now, if you'd like to go more, pull the belly in, engage those abdominals as you release the bottom hand and have the fingertips point to the floor. Now I'm pushing my forearm into that inner thigh as a way to really stabilize here. Breathe and hold. On your next inhale, it's almost like a cartwheel actually as we come up. Open the arms wide, spread the fingers wide. And on your next exhale, bring it in. Good. Wonderful. Take a moment to just sit back in your chair. Breathe easy. Feel the wonderful benefits of that triangle pose. Beautiful side bend, as well as some wonderful abdominal strengthening. Great. It's time to go into our twist. We're going to do a twist in a couple different ways. So turning sideways in your chair a bit, both knees to the side, sitting tall. We're going to bring both arms up, palms up, in front of you. From here, we're going to bring the arm closest to me. We're going to swing it down and back. And then we're going to bring it forward again. It's as though you're dangling your fingers off the edge of a canoe, let's say, as you're taking a nice little boat ride. And come on back once more. And notice as you swing the arm down and back, your head and eyes will follow that arm. And rest. Good. Go to the other side. 2 knees to the other side. Sitting tall. Scoop the arms forward. From here, the arm closest to me. Bring it down and back. And swing it forward. Again, swing down and back. And swing it front. A few more. Just feel this nice, easy little twist through the waist. And last one. And bring it up. Good. And rest. Wonderful. Take a moment to feel the sides of the body here. When we do the twist, you'll feel that twist through the waist and the side of the body. Great. We're going to add a lower body leg extension here. So as we have our arms scooped up here, palms up, as we sit tall, the same arm and leg is going to move. So the leg closest to me is going to lift and lower, lift and lower. So we're going to coordinate the lift and lower with the arm. All right? Now, if you're lifting and your body seems to be rolling back, see if you can't stay tall, because that means that you're using your core strength. So as we lift the leg, our arm swings to the back, and then it lowers as the arm comes forward. And swing back, looking back, and swing it forward. Back and forward. Last time, leg straightens as you look back, and forward, release. Great. If you didn't get that coordination and the leg was moving differently than the arm, don't worry about it. Just see if you can't get the lower body and the upper body moving at the same time. Let's go to the other side. 2 knees to the other side. We scoop the arms up, sitting tall. So abdominals are really working here, as well as our leg strength. The leg closest to me will be stretching up and down, straightening the knee and lowering the knee. Good. Now let's coordinate it with the upper body. So sitting tall. Stretch the leg up as the arm swings back, and forward it lowers. Straighten the knee as you twist and look back, and release. 2 more. Swing the arm back, straighten the knee, and forward. Once more, straighten, and forward, and release. Beautiful. Take a moment to feel the twist through the side, but then also the work through the lower body. Good. Let's finish now with our forward fold. So bend one knee up. You can hold underneath or in front and pull that knee in towards you. This is a good stretch for the low back and hips. Release. Straighten that leg out now and have it again with the heel touching the floor and the toes pulled back. Good. Put one hand on top of the other and then bring that to the top of that straight leg. Inhale, sit tall. On your exhale, trace the hands down the leg as far as you feel comfortable. Now stay right here and breathe. Even release the back of the neck. Stay in this forward fold and breathe deeply. And now on an inhale, trace back up. Make sure your eyes are clear. Good, let's try this once more. Slide down that leg, finding that stretch. Breathe and relax, opening the back of the body, back of the leg, even back of the neck. And on your next exhale, come on back up. Great, make sure your eyes are clear. And I tell you what, everybody, let's do a little cross crawl. So lift a knee and tap that leg, and then lift the other one and tap. This is a great way to release any dizziness, but it's a wonderful coordination for the body too. And rest. Let's do that forward fold on the other leg. So stretch out the other leg, heel touching the floor, toes point toward the sky. One hand on top of the other, and the hand on the lap. Inhale tall, and exhale slide down until you feel the first sign of the stretch, and then relax into it. Breathe, release the back of the neck. Stretching and opening the back. And on your next exhale, slide back up. Guess what? I forgot something. Pull that knee in and give the hip a nice stretch. Breathe and hold. Relax the shoulders. And straighten that leg out. Let's do our second stretch. Hands one on top of the other and on the thigh of that straight leg. Inhale tall. Exhale, slide down. Second stretch here. Release the back of the neck. Open the back of the thigh, the back of the hip. Even between the shoulder blades, get a nice stretch here. On your next exhale, slide those hands back up. And make sure your eyes are clear. And let's do some cross crawl again. Lift a knee and tap. Lift a knee and tap. Tap, 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 tap. And rest. Nice. Sit back in your chair for a few moments of stillness. Take in all of those wonderful yoga postures that we just did. The mountain pose, our beautiful triangle, and then we did our seated twist, ending with our forward fold. Using the body in all different ways, blending our body and breath to develop strength and stamina throughout. Let's finish with our breath exercise. Our arms will come down by our sides. This time we'll scoop up and bring your fingertips to your heart. Then we're going to open the arms wide and release. Try again. Inhale to your heart and exhale, open to release. And I always ask my students what we should scoop up and bring to our hearts. And the other day, one of the students said hope. Hope is something that she wanted to bring to the heart. So let's all think of that, whatever hope means to you today. Here we go. Inhale, scoop up some hope and bring it to your heart. Share the hope and release. Inhale, scoop up the hope. Really take it into your heart. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, scoop up the hope. Feel it in the heart. Share the hope and release. Thanks for joining our chair yoga class today. I hope you have a great rest of the day. See you next time.